Can we see some cars that might be in the back of the shop from the ads that you've been running?
Yeah, I'll show you in the front. This one was 38.25. This one I think was like somewhere around 5 grand. This one I think it was somewhere around 2 grand.
Ooh, that's a big one right there.
This one was a little bit over, somewhere between $7,000 to $8,000 on the job on this one.
So you have closed in a matter of a few months over $126,000 in new revenue that directly came through the Google ads that you're running, right?
Yeah, this is directly from here, from Built, where it says over here, Built by Shah.
I see a $3,000
Yeah.
job, $600 job.
Yeah, I take it all, man. I don't say no to anything. 1,400, 551, 3,400.
$5,000 job. Nice.
You see this one?
$10,000 job.
Yeah, he's got it's a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe. Here's the photos.
So you're saying on the second day of Built by Shah, our team running those Google ads for you, how big was that job that you closed?
5,500. And then while I was waiting for him to bring in his vehicle, another person hit him. This is a progressive claim. So he ended up also bringing his second claim to me.
I remember, man, like the first time I spoke to you, the smile you have on your face, like it wasn't like that when I talked to you the first time. So tell me what's changed.
It was the depth on the shop situation. There's a total of that got paid so far is $188,871.74 of debt that got paid. You can say like about 75% of it came from here.
Wow. There's a body shop owner watching this video right now. What is the one thing that you'd want to say to that person right now?
Follow your gut. My gut told me to do it. Past few months, if I did not take that step and do the Built by Shah program, I would have probably already shut my doors. I've been in LSIP since 2017. I had customers that came to me from LSIP who didn't even know being here since 2017. They didn't even know that I'm even here. They got our information from Google. We're living in a bad economy, but a lot of people are still out there that need to repair their vehicles. Basically out of sight, out of mind. If they see you, they're going to call you. What I've been thinking lately is if things stay the way they are, I'm going to start looking for another location.
Let's go. Let's get that one booming too. All right, what's going on, Ash?
Not much. How you doing?
Thank you very much for joining me today, bro.
Anytime.
I really appreciate it, man. So obviously, I just wanted to do kind of like a little video to allow other body shop owners that might be interested in working with me to help bring more cars to their body shop and let them pretty much hear from someone who's been working as a body shop owner with our company. So how long ago did you start your body shop and how'd you get in the business?
I started in 2017. Started as a body shop, mechanic shop, that's what we are right now. I had no experience in the business at all. I got in with my partner. We were primarily focused on wholesale dealers. We were not focusing on building any kind of walk-in customer base for the shop.
So where were you getting most of your customers like before you started working with me then?
Some of them were word of mouth, where we would have a customer that comes in and we take him in, we do work for him, and then he would do a referral. We would put some ads on Facebook, which didn't bring much.
Yeah.
When you don't know what you're doing on ads, it's not going to bring much. But a lot of it was word of mouth, or driving by, he'll see the shop and he'll pull up and ask for an estimate. We give him an estimate.
So you were kind of crossing your fingers and just praying that hopefully a tow truck shows up with a car or somebody calls the phone and then you just pick up and close the deal type of thing, right? That's kind of how it was before.
I mean, most of the time that's what it was. If we're slow with our regular customers, which is the wholesaler customers, then that's when you start saying to yourself, what the hell, man, I need to start looking for alternatives.
So when you were running those Facebook ads, were you doing that on your own?
I was doing it on my own, yeah.
Okay, and how were the results?
It wasn't that good. We'll probably get like a couple customers a month. It may work in some areas, but it didn't work in my area.
Can you show the camera what kind of claims you had coming in through the Built by Shah software, right?
This is basically the ones that I won so far since I started doing the Built by Shah. It's 126,642.87. I'm pretty sure there's more that needs to be added in. I just need to go through my estimates.
So you broke the six-figure mark within like 3 months.
Yeah. Now this over here, this claim over here, this is Built by Shah. She's a customer from Indiana. From there to here, she has plenty of shops to go to. And she decided to come over here. Originally, the estimate that we gave her was like maybe $700, $800 estimate. It was a 2022 Kia Forte. Now, when she came in and I add everything on for her, I ended up doing it for her, $2777.05. That's the front bumper, the ignition, a shield, and a fender liner.
Can you scroll this list for us so we can kind of see? I see a $3,000 job, $600 job.
Yeah, I take it all, man. I don't say no to anything. 1,400, 551, 3,400.
$5,000 job, nice. $1,300 job, $1,300 job, $4,700 job, $2,700, $5,500, $6,300. Wow.
This guy over here, Erlen Broomfield, he was one of my first customers with you. The second day that this went active, I got him.
Okay, can you
And,
flip the camera? So you're saying on the second day of Built by Shah, our team running those Google ads for you, how big was that job that you closed?
5,500. And then while I was waiting for him to bring in his vehicle, another person hit him. This is a progressive claim. So he ended up also bringing his second claim to me.
No way. So second day, you closed a $5,500 job, and then what was the second claim? What was the size of the second claim?
The second claim, I believe, was I think it was a little bit over $3,000. This one over here that I want to show you, this one came during that period. That's a $6,200 job. And then you got 2,800, 4,000, 2,200, 3,900, a small 890, 1,200.
$10,000 job.
Yeah, he's got it's a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe. Here's the photos.
Okay, so this is what, like the third or fourth day of running the Google ads, right?
This one came in within the same week. This is a Geico claim. He was searching for shops in the area. He's one of those people that lives in Elsip and didn't even know that we're here.
And the Google ads popped up for him, huh?
The Google app popped up for him, and then he came, and we did the repair for him with Geico pretty much.
What was the total on that job?
$10,142.18.
So within just 2 to 3 days of starting the ads, you closed a $3,000 job, which ended up being 2 claims. So it ended up being like $8,000, and then a completely separate job at $10,000. So total of like $18,000 within a few days of starting Google ads with us. In a matter of a few months, over $126,000 in new revenue that directly came through the Google ads that you're running, right?
Yeah, this is directly from here, from Built, where it says over here, Built by Shah.
Just a super quick interruption from the video. If you've liked what you've watched so far and you're ready to start bringing more cars into your body shop today, go ahead and go to www.bodyshopbyshaw.com and schedule a meeting to sit down with me so we can discuss how we can bring more cars to your body shop right away. If you already scheduled, I'm looking forward to meeting you. Talk to you soon. So I'm going to ask you a question, and it's going to be a little bit more of a personal question because we just went through over $126,000 in new claims. And like you said, that's not even all of it, right? Because some of it you haven't had a chance to put in. When you first started with me, I remember, man, like the first time I spoke to you, there was a lot of pain, man. Like it sounded like you were struggling and you really needed help. I remember, man, the smile you have on your face, thank God, man. Like it wasn't like that when I talked to you the first time. So tell me what's changed.
I'm going to show you. I'm not going to tell you. It was the depth on the shop situation. Basically, with the extra income that started coming in through Built by Shah, I was able to, if you want to look at the numbers, because now I keep track of everything, $70,520 that was paid. 27,700 is paid. 65. The 65,000. There's only I think 40,000 left of that. I was 40,000 behind on my rent. 40,500 behind on my rent. I'm current on my rent right now. Wow, I don't owe nothing. $20,000. That's also paid. $10,000 is paid. So pretty much there's a total of that got paid so far is $188,871.74 of debt that got paid. You could say about 75% of it came from here.
Wow.
In the past few months, if I did not take that step and do the program, Built by Shah program, I would have probably already shut my doors.
And let me ask you a question. Say the toilet gets clogged at your body shop, right? What's the first thing you're gonna do?
I go to Google
and you look for a plumber, right? You're not gonna go on Instagram or Facebook and scroll until you finally see an ad for a plumber. And in fact, chances are, even if you did see an ad for the plumber, what are the odds that your toilet is clogged in that exact moment? Probably very low. Same thing goes with body shops. If you put ads on Facebook, if you put ads on Instagram, what are the odds that they actually need a body shop? Because the truth is, just like the plumbing example, if they got in an accident, they needed a body shop, what would they do right away? They would pull out their phone, go on Google, and search. I want you to think about something. Here's a cool part about what we do. So if you were looking for a plumber, let me ask you a simple question. How many plumbers would you click through before you make a decision?
I usually look at the first page that comes up for plumbers. The first maybe 3 or 4 people.
Exactly. Now let me ask you a question. How many plumbers do you think exist in your area? Thousands.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of plumbers in my area. Yes.
So the thing you have to realize, and what I'm trying to help anybody that's watching this video right now, I want them to realize that when people need an accident repair, they're gonna go to Google. They're gonna go straight to Google. So if you're not popping up on Google, then you're already messing up. No one is gonna go to number 300. 100 to select that one, right? So what we have done for your shop, for Yaffo Auto, is that we've pretty much put you on top. Have you noticed people calling you, telling you, hey, like I found you on Google, I found you on Google. Have you noticed anything like that?
You know, it's funny. It's funny that you say that, because what happens, and this actually also happened today. It happens a lot. You would have somebody that would call looking for Gerber. They would search Gerber, and my page would go into their search, and then they start sending me their information for the vehicle that they want to have an estimate on. So a lot of times on Google, our shop is going to come up and says Yaffo Auto Service and Collision. It said #1 body shop in the area or something like that.
Yep.
And then after that, you'll see Gerber and everybody else. So when they see #1 body shop in the area, they click on that. I mean, before, yeah, they were not finding us. Before, when you want to put body shop in the area, you're going to see like maybe, which I did a search myself, and I always used to do this because I wanted to try to get to the like #3, #4 on, #2 on Google search. You would have like maybe 6 or 7 body shops before I see mine, it's a lot of things that I've been experiencing after I signed up with Built by Shah. The other thing is walk-in customers. You're always going to get referrals from them if you have good feedback from them, on their family, which every one of my walk-in customers that came by, I would say maybe 80% to 90% of them, I was given referrals from them.
Wow. So they came from the Google ads one time, and then they sent their family members and their friends.
Some of them still do their service with me in the shop.
I think a lot of people think that Google ads is like a vending machine. Like you just put $1 in the machine and then the customer pops out of the bottom, but that's not true because it's a system. For example, like the way that we build yours and the way that we build all of our clients' systems, we pay money to Google. Google puts your link or your ad on top, and then we make sure that when people click on that, it goes to this landing page. And what's so important about the landing page is something that you mentioned, are the reviews. I'm going to only pick a shop that has great reviews. Now, you could have great reviews, but if you're not showing it to people right when they land on the landing page, in a way where they can actually click on it and they could even see those before and after photos that you mentioned that your customers are leaving in your Google reviews, then obviously you're not going to close the deal, right? So if you expect your customer to go hunting for your reviews, that's not going to happen, okay? That's just not going to happen, and you lost the customer. So one thing that was really
100%.
important to me was I need to build a landing page for Yaffo Auto which highlights those incredible reviews. And I made sure that right when people land on that page, it's right there. It's almost a 5-star rating. And when people click on that, what happens? It shows you all of the before and after photos, all of the reviews, the customer's name, directly pulling the data from the Google My Business profile without sending them away from the landing page, which is the most important thing. Because I'm sure, Ash, you don't want me spending thousands of dollars of your money just for people to go there and then leave somewhere else, right? So making sure that it's embedded in the landing page was really important. There's a lot of marketing companies out there that they see these ads. These ads keep coming on their page, on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. What would you say was the reason why you picked me to help you with your Google ads?
Couple things. When I spoke to you, I was looking in your background and I seen you had a body shop.
Yeah, I'm here, yeah. I got the shop in the back.
When I asked you what's the name of your body shop, and then you gave me the name, I looked it up on Google, and I started looking at your ratings and everything, and I'm looking at the work that you do in the inside of your body shop, the way the business structure is, the photos, the reviews. He's been out there, so most likely he is doing something right. Let me see what he's doing.
Yeah, my mechanic shop, you probably looked it up. It's 11 years old, right? I mean, I've been in this industry. My body shop is 6 years old. We're BMW certified. I mean, you don't become BMW certified by trying to get rich quick, right? So you were just like, okay, cool. I can trust this guy.
Exactly. So when I seen you actually coming from that background, and you're not some person that's talking to me from Canada or some other country that doesn't even know the economy of this place, it made sense to me.
And not only am I a body shop owner, so I understand the business, I also, like you said, I'm here in California, so I'm in the US. I understand the industry and how things work here in the US. But most importantly, Ash, it's the marketing side, right? I know the marketing side 100%. Like the back of my hand, because when I started my body shop, how did I grow it to $500,000 a month? I literally had to figure out, because I have no DRPs, fully independent, no dealership contracts. I don't do fleets, so I'm only working on customer cars, right? So for me, I had to figure it out from the ground up. It took me 4 years, okay? And only recently, and you were one of my first clients, right? Only recently, I opened it up to people like you that have body shops across the whole US that pretty much, I was like, I feel like I can help body shop owners bring in more cars. I feel like there is a big gap there, because For example, you said it yourself. You didn't know who to call. You knew that you needed somebody to help you run Google Ads because it's going to bring you cars, but you had no idea who to talk to. So I thought, you know what? I might as well start doing that myself. And the biggest advantage, Ash, that it has given me is this simple. When somebody goes and searches for a paint job, full paint job on their car, what kind of car do you think they have? Probably an old car. You don't want that car. You don't want that car.
100%.
That's not the guy bringing you a claim. Every time those searches come in, we take those and we add it to the filtering to make sure that it doesn't show people searching for paint jobs, pull dent out of bumper, even bumper replacement. I'm sure you've probably noticed that most of the customers that contact you through Google Ads are people that actually have an accident that are looking to get it repaired. Just a super quick interruption from the video. If you've liked what you've watched so far and you're ready to start bringing more cars into your body shop today, go ahead and go to www.bodyshopbyshah.com and schedule a meeting to sit down with me so we can discuss how we can bring more cars to your body shop right away. If you already scheduled, I'm looking forward to meeting you. Talk to you soon.
From the software, I mean, basically, the way it comes in, which is the one thing that I never understood how that works. It comes in as a new lead, AI would start replying to them. And then when they reply, they send you everything over here as a lead reply. And, they start sending the photos. And like you see, this is not me talking to them. This is AI, and then they send everything. And then we do an estimate. Once we do an estimate for them and we send it out, I send it to the estimate sent over here so that I know to follow up with those that need to be followed up with. And then we schedule an appointment. And then when I close it, I move it to the leads that, customer one.
The one promise that I made you was I'm going to put my heart and soul into this thing to make sure that I get you these leads, And that's all I've done, man. That's all I've done. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I was as knowledgeable as I am today back when I started with you, to be honest, right? Because now we're almost up to 40 shops across the whole US. So I've learned so much. And the beauty of what we do, I'm sure you've noticed, you work with me, you work with Saad. We're going in there, we're making suggestions to you every day. We're going and telling you, hey, we made this adjustment, we're adding this, we're adding that. Anything we learn from all of those different body shops that we're working with, the ones that are in Texas, Colorado, Florida, California, when we learn that there's a change that makes an improvement, we make it on your account too. So only in the future, you're only going to notice that it continues to get better and better and better, God willing. So that's awesome, man. I'm really glad you were able to share that story because there's a lot of body shop owners that are struggling. There's a body shop owner watching this video right now of me talking to you about how the Google ads that I can run for them will bring them more business. What is the one thing that you would want to tell them if they're struggling right now? They don't have cars in their shop. They're sending employees home early. They're stressed out. What is the one thing that you'd want to say to that person right now?
Follow your gut. My gut told me to do it. And when I did it, which is another thing I'm going to remind you that I said to you, that I was telling you, I started cutting down on employees and I started, sending some of my employees home. I started closing on certain days and I cut my hours. Now, my employees are here from 7 a.m. 3 other people that I cut, I hired back. It is, you gotta follow your gut. Business is not gonna just come and drop in your lap. Before I got in this program, I paid $3,500 for mailers. And all I got from those mailers was 3 oil changes. I'm serious. You gotta follow your gut. Yeah, we're living in a bad economy, but a lot of people are still out there that need to repair their vehicles. Basically out of sight, out of mind. If they see you, they're gonna call you.
So my last question before we do a quick walk around is, based on how things have gone so far with Built by Shah and the marketing that we're doing for you and you working with my team, how confident do you feel today that everything's going to be okay with your business?
Basically, what I've been thinking lately is if things stay the way they are, I'm going to start looking for another location.
Let's go. Let's get that one booming too. If you don't mind, can we see some cars that might be in the back of the shop from the ads that you've been running?
Yeah. Some of them are in the front. I'll show you in the front. This one, we just finished it.
What kind of claim was it and how much did you end up getting for it?
This is a walk-in customer. This one was $38.25. This is one of the ones I haven't put in yet because we just finished it. $3,825.
Wow.
This one we're gonna be starting on. This one I think was like around somewhere around $5,000.
So $3,800 in that Mercedes that you just showed, and this
Yeah.
one's 5,000 or so. Looks like a big hit on the
Somewhere-
quarter.
Yeah, this one I haven't put in yet. This one we just finished, which was also this is his second car from Built by Shah. You know, this guy he rents his cars on Toro, and he found us on his first car. He liked the work. He brought the second one.
Nice. And what was the rough estimate on this one?
This one I think it was somewhere around $2,000.
$2,000. Okay. Nice.
This guy brought me two of his cars. You know, he was also Built by Shah.
Ooh, that's a big one right there.
Yeah, this one ended up being 2 claims.
Oh my God.
While he was waiting for the first claim to be approved, somebody hit him. This one was a little bit over somewhere between $7,000 to $8,000 on the job on this one.
So just in those few cars that you just walked around the lot and showed us right now, that was like probably $30,000-$40,000 worth of work right there, pretty much, with those few cars. No, thank you so much for giving me your time, man. I really, really appreciate it. I'm sure that, you know, if there's a body shop owner watching this right now, it's gonna make their decision a lot easier to help them understand what it is they should expect, you know, if they start running ads and they allow me to help them bring more cars into their shop. And that's ultimately what this is about, right? At the end of the day, we don't gatekeep. We want to help as many people as we can. And, you know, there's so much to go around. The last thing I want to do is not allow people to hear this beautiful experience that you've been able to have, you know? So thank you for giving that advice too, to the body shop owners.
No problem.
I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, man, I'll connect with you soon. Thank you for your time, bro.
No problem.
Appreciate you, brother. Have a good one.
Take it easy.
All right, you too.
You too.
Bye-bye. Bye. If you watched this video all the way through, then I think it's safe to say you're probably feeling some level of pain trying to get the right customers into your body shop. Don't wait any longer. I can help you right away. Go ahead and go to www.bodyshopbyshaw.com. And if you still don't feel 100% sure, we can sit down and have a meeting. You can schedule that meeting right away on my website, and we can figure out exactly how we can get your shop filled up with qualified customers and repairs starting right away. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I can talk to you soon.